Over 100,000 older Australians are eager to rejoin the workforce, but sadly they face a multitude of roadblocks from the application process onwards.
Career expert Sue Ellson joins us from Melbourne with her advice for mature aged workers. Good morning to you, Sue. Thanks for joining us. Ageism is still a huge issue, isn't it, in workplaces and recruitment. Why is that?
Well, I think there's a number of reasons. Obviously, a lot of people are definitely feeling as they get older that they're not as listened to as much, but also a lot of people are accustomed to working with people of a similar age, generally speaking between 10 years older or younger than yourself, and also sometimes they have either a conscious or an unconscious bias. And I've got one client who's in her 70s, she's working full time, she hasn't had a holiday for the whole year, and she's actually covering for much younger people who went on holidays and came back unwell.
Right. Okay. Well, look. I mean, there are so many other older Aussies who are desperate to get back to work. We're hearing it with government saying we need that grey army to come in. So how should these Aussies go about hunting a job?
Well, there's a number of things that they can do. And I think one of the most important things is to remember that doing a job is very different skill set to getting a job. So up until now, you may have got most of your jobs through friends, family members, even applying online. But up to 90% of jobs are never even advertised. So being able to think about the skills that you really need to get a job, that's what's going to be important. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Have you done any training recently? Have you adopted a resume that actually includes the skills and the values that you can offer? And one of the most important is your emotional intelligence.
What about the application process then? What are some of the common mistakes people make and how can you stand out?
Well, you really have to be able to describe that value. What an employer wants is somebody who can come in and do the work straight away. So bringing that up to date. A lot of people in the older category may not have a LinkedIn profile. Up to 60% of the people on LinkedIn are under 34. So getting your details on there, making sure that you list that you've got a current research that you're doing on a career, maybe doing some micro-credentials. There's lots of free and low-cost online and in-person courses available, and finding out what other supports are available as well.
Well, when it comes to the workplace, what can employers do to provide a better workspace for older workers?
Look, I think a good workplace is a good workplace for any age person. And so lots of people want flexible hours, not just older people, but younger. Job sharing is a fantastic way. If somebody wants to work 2 days and 3 days, you get a lot of cross-pollination between the workers. I believe a multi-age and multi-background workforce is the best one. And it's going to bring that amazing diversity to the workplace and lots of extra benefits from just doing that. And of course, having fun. And that's also important.
Crucial. And where can older Australians go for extra help returning to the workforce?
Well, I think you need to remember that a recruiter is working on behalf of the employer, not on behalf of the candidate. So a career development professional is a good place to start. The federal government has a mature age workers hub. There are other resources provided by state and local council government. And then there's also a lot of online resources on how to find a job. So there's plenty of help out there. Find out what's available in your local community, and just remember that the 3 best ways to get work if you have any level of disadvantage are through networking, referrals and voluntary work aligned with your skill set. So it doesn't mean you have to help out in a soup kitchen to get a job. It means that you work in the area where you do have some of that expertise.
All right, Sue, great to have your insight on that. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Sue. Stay with us when we return. The latest 9 News headlines.